Everybody, bringing it possible. Possible this week. We got D'Lo.
What's up with it?
Kyrie Irving's biggest fan.
Something like
So
that.
this might have to be a little bit of a therapy session, but it's all good.
Smart man.
It's all good. We got the second round of the playoffs underway. Celtics Bucks going on right now. How we feeling, fellas? How we feeling?
I'm glad we have to watch playoffs.
Alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
Devion, you good?
Yeah, man, I had to move over, man. I got a fucking weight next to me.
All right. So we got second round of the playoffs started. The first, we have to ask D'Lo, what happened?
So what happened?
What happened, bro?
We got outplayed. We got outcoached.
Let's let it
Pretty
out.
much what it was.
That's all it is.
Pretty much what it was.
Your boy went into kind of God mode in game one. You know, KD didn't quite live up to his end of the bargain. Struggled really the whole series. What I've never seen Kevin Durant look like that. Was it good defense, or do you think it was more bad Nets offense? Where are you putting the blame on?
Nah, it was good defense. You know what I'm saying? First move. Cause they forced our offense to be uncomfortable the whole time. We play a lot of pick and roll, ISO. Basically, they were double teaming KD and Kyrie the whole game. So Bruce Brown had like 4 games with 20 plus points. Or three games, 20 plus points. Everybody that lived with Bruce Brown trying to beat them.
Boy, that's a fact.
We don't have shooting bigs. So they basically standing in the paint.
Well, you do.
They manage just weak side helping literally the whole time.
You do have some
Boston,
bigs that can shoot. They just sat on the bench the whole time.
Then Boston ran 2 6'9" centers who can actually stretch the floor. So now our bigs are on the paint, on the perimeter from a switch. KD is the only weak side help. All his man is hitting corner threes. Like Grant Williams had like 17, like game 2. Like, come on, man, he got Green just from the corner. We trying to protect twos and giving up threes because they spreading the floor. We just got our coach. No adjustments. Blake played good. He played good for his standards. Like he had Tatum in foul trouble. Tatum ended up falling out. Like you could have did that for 4 games. Could have played LA. Like I know they say LA struggle on defense, but bro, we was running 3-6 3-point guards. we was struggling the whole time because Tatum could struggle, still facilitate, and still be in the game to where he could get hot and dagger us. But we just got outcoached and outplayed. But
yeah, I didn't love the Patty Mills, Goran Dragic, and Kyrie Irving lineups. Those were something. Those were something.
Bro,
Joe, the Nets were your finals winner, bro. So
I don't got nothing to
what do you
say,
think?
man. I got nothing to say.
You got it all out last time. You good?
Whew, man. I put a lot. I mean, come on, man.
barbecue chicken.
KD I replay terrible, right?
Oh,
At
yeah,
the end
facts.
of the day, Steve Nash, you the head coach. Like, you can't run one play. You see KD fumbling passes and fumbles, they all up in them. You couldn't draw up one play to get them an easy look. Like, not one time. Like, they played terrible, and you did adjustments. Like, man, it was frustrating to watch. Hopefully next year when they healthy and they got Ben Simmons, things to change. But I doubt things gonna change because Nash gonna be the head coach still. So it's just all bad right now.
That's a good point.
I don't even know
Because
what to say.
the issue is if they run into a Celtics again next year, Ben will help obviously defensively, but Ben's not going to help the offensive struggles they had because they're gonna double just as hard off of Ben. It's the same thing with Drummond or with Claxton on the offensive end. Now he'll help in transition. He'll get some easier points, but he's not like a traditional point guard to like set your offense up. He's just a bigger guy that can dribble and push the pace.
But at the same time, it'll weigh in our favor by him being like at the 4 or at the 5.
Oh, it's definitely a net positive. I just think at the end of the day, Nash needs to go into the lab and figure out how to get his guys some easy looks. Like you see your guys
Yeah.
struggling like that.
Yeah.
You don't just keep saying ISO.
That boy
Go get the hardest bucket in the fucking game against the best defensive team in the NBA. That's not going
That
to
boy
get either
stuck
one
in
of
the
them going.
past.
A
He's
set
stuck in the
defense.
past. He think he got a Mary Stoudemire still on his team.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
Like,
that shit.
that shit ain't really. That's some regular season success shit. Like we talking about playoffs, you gotta defend, bro. Like you gotta defend, bro. Like that shit didn't never work. Bro. It didn't work in Houston, bro. It didn't work in Phoenix, bro. Like that shit don't work, bro. It didn't work in New York. Mike D'Antoni systems do not work. He was our assistant coach last year. That shit ain't work.
True. Devion, you wanna lead the chant, the Cancun chant? It's for y'all. It's not for me, but
I thought they was going. I ain't gonna lie to you.
no, Devion is the only person that picked the Celtics, so you're sitting pretty there.
Because it was too much. It was too much fuck shit. Like with the Brooklyn Nets, they had too much like internal issues and the James Harden shit. Then now you got Kyrie can't play half the damn season because they trying to make a point with him. But with the games he playing, he killing. So now y'all gotta go in there and get all this shit together. And then the Boston Celtics, boy, they went from like 8th seed to number 2, and they on a high horse. So I'm like, Steve Nash don't know what offense he want to run. And then now it's just like KD and them. It was like shit. It took like a mental toll on them. It's like real shit. That's why I was like, man, I don't see them. I was like, man, if KD win this, bro, they gonna win it all. But I ain't see like Boston just got a battery in their back right now. Ain't nothing you could do.
Right.
I ain't know they was gonna sweep them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that shot, I thought it was gonna go 7 games, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna go 7 games.
I think after Tatum hit the game winner, I think that like shifted.
That was it.
Shift the spirit, shift the momentum and shit.
I don't know. It's like if I was Brooklyn, even after it sucked that they lost that game. But at that point, like I was, as someone that picked the Nets to win, I was feeling good. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, KD's not gonna play like that again. Like
it's close.
And then he just kept playing like that.
That shit was wild though. Like him playing like that.
Enough with the fucking losers. All right. Let's move on to the second round. The teams that are actually still playing. So Suns, little turmoil in their series. D-Book went down early in that series. Pelicans pushed it to 6. Good for the Pelicans. Like they'll make a big jump next year. But they got the Mavs. The Mavs handled Utah while missing Luka for 3 games. Just all complete disrespect to Rudy Gobert and the Jazz. I loved every minute of it. But now we've seen the Mavs. I think this is the first time Luka has advanced past round 1. So good.
It is.
Good for Luka. So what do you guys expect? You think the Mavs can pull off the upset? I don't know how much that hamstring injury is going to linger with D-Book. D-Lo, I'll let you go first.
No, I think the Mavs too small. Like it's easy to kill Utah with Rudy Gobert because he sucked. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, he not gonna give you much. Aiden can shoot. Aiden spread the court still. He still get your ass 30 from just taking jump shots. So, and he's not a great perimeter defender, but he can play the switch good enough. So I don't know. I just think they get out coached and their size don't matter. But I don't like sleep on Luka, so I think he can win like 2 games.
So you got Suns in 6.
Yeah.
Suns in 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph?
I agree. Luka's good enough to win you 2 games, but like you said, Rudy Gobert not out there. Jalen Brunson ain't gonna be to just go to the lane whenever he wants.
Oh boy,
they're not just gonna be able to stretch the floor and have wide open lanes because Rudy Gobert is just a bum. I think the Suns he's too big. DeAndre Ayton gonna be able to get that thing. I'm gonna take the Suns in 6 just because they too big. Chris Paul falling. Devin Booker will be bad. He gonna be able to guard whoever get hot for the Mavs. But Luka will probably drop 40 once a game or 2. But the Suns too deep. They got too much. Suns in 6.
Also, shout out Chris Paul, 14 of 14 in Game 6. That was amazing.
Yeah,
didn't mention that. I'd never seen that. I'd never seen that before.
33 and 8
from a guard. Devion, who you got?
Suns 6. Cause God Brunson ain't doing that. He ain't doing that to the Suns, bro. Like that boy was out there looking like Jordan, but it's fucking Gobert. He weak as fuck. So he go like they cooked his ass off. It's just about D booking his injury, bro. Like last game he was alright, but it's just like as long as you don't aggravate it again, because if he go out, Mavs go cook them. They'll find a way to beat them. And it'll be some fluke shit too, but I don't think if D Book play, they gonna lose in like 6. Because Luka go out there and do some hero shit. He gonna play good, do some hero ball. He might get a game winner if it get tight. Then he gonna throw some bullshit up the next game. Once you get Luka out, mentally all you gotta do is get Luka ahead. You get him out the game. So but he good enough to win 2 for sure. I don't think he good enough to win 3 or 4. If he beat him, I owe y'all $100 if they beat the Suns.
Okay, noted.
So
I'll collect
yeah,
that.
I owe y'all
You
$100.
say noted.
All right, I think y'all are giving the Mavericks too much respect. Luka and the Mavericks way too much respect. Despite
That boy hate Luka.
they played Utah. All right, Utah, they fucking suck. They fucking
Buns.
suck.
But the Pelicans took him to 6.
What about
the Suns to 6?
Wait, I thought that was your boy.
D Wade is my boy. He's just there to get his feet wet and owning a team before he comes and takes a bigger stake in Miami. That's all that's happening right there, Joseph. It's like an internship, you know? It's an internship for the wealthy.
Pat not going.
All up there. Pat don't have a decision in ownership. That's all up to Mickey. What's his last name? Mickey, whatever, owns Carnival.
I know who you're talking about.
Harrison.
Carnival
He
Yacht.
love D-Wade, bro.
Harrison, yeah. But no, I think it's a really bad matchup for Luka and the Mavs. He's gonna get a heavy dose of Mikal Bridges. He's gonna get some Jay Crowder. He's gonna get probably a little Chris Paul just from switches. And I think that's probably not going to go as well as Luka and the Mavs.
He might play Torrey Craig too, just to get some fouls.
Yeah, I mean they're going to throw a lot. They're going to throw. You're laughing, but
I know it's real though.
Like they're going to throw a lot at Luka, and we've seen Luka flame out every single playoff.
Yeah, I know some type players.
Like he playing against the Clippers, they kept getting sent home in the first round, and I don't have much respect for the Flippers. I know Joe and Devi, I know y'all don't have much respect for them. Like I think it's gonna be like the Suns are too good in clutch moments, and the Mavs rely too much on Luka trying to be a hero in clutch moments. I think that's gonna be terrible. I think you'll see probably a good amount of good close games, but I think the Suns are gonna end up pulling it out in 5 games. I think Luka will probably get him 1. You know, I got enough respect for Luka to say he's not gonna get swept, but I mean the Suns were the best team in the NBA by a pretty wide margin for a reason. You know, it's not because they succumb to teams with playing hero ball. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that close. I think this is the easiest one to predict of all of the series. I don't
really.
Think
you think so?
I don't think the Mavs have much of a chance. I don't think they have much of a chance. I don't see
because Pelicans.
How are they going to defend Chris Paul in their someone broke down on some short 12-minute video 37 different iterations of the same pick and roll action that the Suns use. Like that's going to be torture for the Mavs.
I don't know. I think
Mavs are a good defensive team.
Yeah,
but,
they can put Smith on them.
Not that good.
All right.
That's gonna be hard, bro. Yeah.
Hey, even though he's streaky, they locked Donovan Mitchell up.
Yeah, it's a different monster. It's a different monster. I like Donovan Mitchell, but he's kind of descending already. Like you look at his numbers. Last 3 playoffs, his first one he shot like 56% from the field, and it dipped to like 45, and then this year it was I think close to 40. He's streaky.
He got a bomb Gobert on there. That's the second best player, bro. And
I'm not putting all their problems on Donovan Mitchell. I'm just saying, like. Locking one player up, and it's the only one player they got.
Not getting there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
An underrated person that they were missing too was Joe Ingles. Like Joe Ingles is not the biggest scorer, but he's a really good playmaker. Like he kept the ball moving, get it to other people, drive, kick. Like he made a pretty big difference for them. And they, You know,
Not
he
even
got
a
hurt,
dang.
and they traded him away, and they're a whole.
They
thing.
blowing that up. They blowing that up though.
Which you might be right, Will, because Pelicans don't go 6 with them as D-Book don't get hurt.
Probably not.
You might be
Probably not.
right.
Probably not. I mean,
They ain't
they
winning,
still
so
might
shit,
have
we
like
know
I mean,
that.
like the Pelicans
Anyway.
after that CJ McCollum trade,
They
like
look good.
they were a pretty good
They look
team. You know,
pretty good.
they looked like they had no prayer of even sniffing the playing game, and then they made it all the way into the playing game and then got into the playoffs. I mean, they were, I think, better than
We
your
don't need to
typical
talk about the Lakers.
H
Please
team.
don't.
I
Who's
wasn't
that?
planning on it. Them Cancun teams don't need to be talked about anymore. You're right, Joe.
Yeah.
Right. Let's stay in the West. Warriors and Grizzlies. Grizzlies Timberwolves was the most fun series I've seen in the first round in a long fucking time. Timberwolves found new ways to blow leads every goddamn night. It was incredible. I've never seen somebody find ways to lose more than the Timberwolves. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for our boy Gavin, who we had on earlier in the season. That must have been terrible.
No, he was crying, boy, because they low key could have beat the Grizzlies. They just
Bro, they could have beat him in like
fucked that
5.
up. Oh, they fucked that up.
Bro, 4-1
Man.
easy. 4-1 easy.
Bro, they might get swept. The Warriors go cook these boys because John Morant is like saving grace. He saving grace, but if he do that little streaky shit where he go 5 for 20 against the Warriors and try to do that other shit, Steph and all them gonna cook his ass. It's a wrap for him. And then like the Warriors, not the Warriors, but the Timberwolves, that just show like every fucking flaw. If I'm a coach, I'm looking at every flaw that they made. I'm like, they too young. They don't got the maturity to fuck with us, man. Like, you can go out there and play with them the first 3 quarters and go blow them out in the fourth quarter every game. They like Ja Morant this gonna be a learning lesson for him to get him ready for next year, what he need to do in the playoffs next year. But he about to run into he about to see why these boys are champions for real. Cause that shit, like, look how good Jokic had to be to get 1 game last series. They ain't got no Jokic, bro. Like, that shit, they gonna get swept, bro.
Fuck no.
Damn, you got a sweep?
Yeah, bro. I don't think they win in 1 game. Like, if they win 1 game,
I'm with it.
somebody. Yeah, bro. I think they getting swept, bro. I don't see them. Ja Morant good, bro, but he ain't Jokic good to get 1 game, bro. Look how Jokic had to play to get 1 game. And Draymond fouled out with them to win that game. Draymond don't foul out, they might not win.
True.
Like,
D'Lo, what you got?
Level
D'Lo, I know
man.
you weren't a Grizzlies believer going in.
No. Minnesota, like he said, Minnesota exposing, bro. That Minnesota just so undisciplined, bro. I told you it was gonna be March Madness, bro. That was literally like watching a college game every game. Literally, bro. The youth, bro. Listen, look, they acting like they won the whole series after every game. After every simple game, they act like they won the series. They dancing and stuff, celebrating. You know what I'm saying? The series wasn't even over. They celebrating after the game, dancing and shit. Like, Giants stop grittying yet. I think the Warriors gonna win 4-1. You know what I'm saying? I think the Warriors, they fall asleep. They get bored. Like with Denver. When Denver won that game in execution time in the clutch, you know what I'm saying? The Warriors, they ain't execute. So I get them a slip-up game. Just because Memphis can kill them in size, steady getting offensive rebounds. So I get them a game where, like, everything going their way and Steph getting locked up or something where he's struggling. Or Poole struggling. Because Poole, he'll go stand in the corner when he's struggling. Like against Denver, he had like 29, 30. Then the bitches was 9, 8, 12. You know what I'm saying? So 4-1, too much experience. And one of them gonna piss Steph off with that young talking. They gonna piss him off. Yeah. You see how they were talking to Brian Bain and stuff had Brian hot. They was beating their ass, but they gonna poke the bear.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, you're not quite as disrespectful as Devion. Joe?
Hey, bro, fuck them.
I'm with Devion. It's a sweep. Draymond not taking that, man. I'm telling you, Draymond gonna be in the ear. Draymond gonna be in their ear from the start of fucking game 1. Like, y'all young and not ready for this. Level to this. They not They not ready. I think you watched them play against the Timberwolves. You could tell it was two teams that had never been in the playoffs before. And now they got a little win. They gonna be a little confident. And the Warriors gonna come in here and just be straight cutthroat. Like, oh, they gonna be moved ball. It's gonna look like old school Golden State. I'm telling you, they finna come in here and just eat these youngins alive. They finna destroy them to let them know that there's levels to this. Like yeah, it's a little regular season, but now this real time, this playoff time. Y'all ain't ready for this. It's gonna be good. The Grizzlies in the long run, they're gonna learn, but it's a wrap.
Hey,
They not
truthfully,
It's
gonna
low.
let
Yeah.
them feel comfortable. They're not gonna let them feel comfortable at all. The wrap.
it worked out because Ja made the playoffs last year. He lost in the first round.
Yep. No, they took a step at least this year.
Yeah, so they in the second round now.
Because when
So-
we want Anthony Edwards to be, you
I
got
don't
three
see one.
players on the Warriors that stay every night. Like,
all right.
I'm for real, bro. Like Jordan
Bro,
Poole
They
can get
can
him
be
30.
potentially.
Clay
He say
Clay
he sound
came
like
out
Dre
there.
Will.
You need to
Bro,
chill out. All right.
I'm just being real. Clay can come out there for 20 minutes and get
I
you 30.
said I've
Quick.
had the Warriors in the finals since
Quick.
the beginning of the season. But let's
You
not
said
pretend.
it.
Let's not pretend like
Yeah.
Steph hadn't had his moments where he looked a little less than a superstar in big moments. Same with Clay and Jordan Poole. Don't even know what that moment feels like. All right, so
Fucking
let's
Memphis,
They look
dog.
good the last
let's
couple
just
games.
chill out with them having.
Oh, this is
3
Memphis.
guys.
Yeah,
Like,
Clay
this
be
is-
out there mid as hell for real, with like 12.
This is Memphis.
I
Yeah.
understand it's Memphis. I'm just saying. Let's chill. Golden
Oh,
State got
man.
one
Yeah.
championship with that core, all right, without
Talk-
KD, all right.
talk it,
They got
talk it.
one, and that was when Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt.
That's
all right?
fair.
Talk
Let's
it,
not
man.
act like they were
That's
just
fair.
like some dynasty.
You got me on that one, brother.
How
I ain't
Kevin
gonna go
Love-
against
All
that.
You got it.
That's a
That was
fact.
good.
They are a
That was
rightful
good. That
dynasty.
was
Like
good.
I'm not trying to start that controversy. They
That
are a
was good.
rightful
Nah,
dynasty.
you right, bro.
But
I'm gonna shut
those
up.
guys
You
have all
right
had
about
their
that shit.
Because of their brand.
I'm going.
yeah.
I would say picking the Warriors because I put them in the finals. But I got Warriors in. I'm gonna go 6. I want to say 7, but I'm gonna go 6
Ooh.
strictly because I think the one thing that y'all are overlooking is the thing that Minnesota had that made life for John Morant hell was their size. That's non-existent on Golden State. He's gonna be dunking on everybody.
Oh yeah.
So you saw that little poster he put Malik Beasley on. Everybody, no one's
Woo.
safe on Golden State
Woo.
because they don't got any size to protect the rim. So I think John Morant's gonna have a much easier time against Golden State, even though I think Golden State is a better defensive team. I think the Desmond Bains of the world will have a harder time. But like we saw when John Morant was struggling to score last series, he did a good job of still getting everybody else involved and keeping everybody hot. And then he made plays when they needed him to in the fourth quarter. So I think they push it to 6. Warriors are still going to win. Like all the reasons you guys said, like they've been there, they've done that. You know, most of their star players' shortcomings have happened in the finals, not usually in the second round. You know, but Clay's still kind of getting his legs back. Clay's not that guy that he was pre-injury yet. Like
Mhm.
he's not. You can't just say, okay, go get Ja. You can't do that with Clay right now. So they don't really have a stopper on the perimeter right now. So I think Ja's probably
That's
gonna have a
fair.
better series to keep it interesting.
Bro, no, fuck that. Boy, yeah, you can
Fuck
let
That's my
Ja
game
do
with
Ja.
Dame,
Bro, who else gonna do something?
Ooh.
Bro,
Like,
Bane was dropped. You gotta
Bane,
give Bane some respect,
Jaren
bro.
Jackson.
Bane was
I'm gonna
dropping
give him
like
respect.
40.
But that's fucking Minnesota. This
Okay, but
is
he's
the
always gonna
Warriors
get their
defense.
second-best defender.
He gonna
He's
get
not
some.
gonna-
I'm not look, but 6-7 games, bro.
He don't know.
Bro, Memphis ain't that good, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Bro,
think
they're
they're
the
that
2
good.
seed.
They,
They're the 2
Huh?
seed for a reason.
So
they're the 2 seed because the Warriors had their shit going, and I don't like the Warriors, bro. I'm just keeping G, but they had their issues during the regular season.
sure.
They
So
don't
then
got
they
that.
would have
now.
been the 3rd seed. Like
Yeah,
if the
oh,
Warriors stay
man.
healthy, then they would have been the 3rd seed. All right, it's not
Bro,
like it's not like they would have
Hey,
been like
bro.
a 6th seed.
We didn't see this with James Harden time and time again. Regular season don't mean shit. These fools be having the
Don't
greatest
ever-
regular season in the world, bro.
don't just
Come to the
John
playoffs
like
and
that.
forget how to play, bro. This Ja good. Don't get me wrong. Ja gonna have some good games, bro.
James Harden
But
in the same sentence.
Don't put that fat bitch in this conversation.
I'm just keeping, bro. Like
Uh,
Ja is
All right,
good.
you know what? You want to talk about James Harden? Let's talk about James Harden. You want to talk
Yeah, let's
about him?
talk
Heat versus 76ers. Embiid's going to be out games 1
Wait
and
for
2.
this.
Lowry's out game 1 for the Heat. But we got to talk about first how Embiid got hurt. So the 76ers are up by 29 with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of their closeout game 6. And he catches an elbow from Pascal Siakam, which broke the bone right under his eye and gave him a concussion. So he's for sure out games 1 and 2. They're saying they are hoping he can be back. They're optimistic he can be back for either game 3 or 4. I just need your guys' quick reaction to that injury and the circumstance and timing of that whole situation. D'Lo, start us off.
It was horrible coaching. He was on 29 in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left or 4 minutes left. Even if, Toronto made a little run or something, that's when you bring Embiid back in, and you go from there. You call a timeout, bring him back in. But him just in there, it was crazy, man.
Joe?
Hey, I'm a sore loser, so if you give me to hurt you on your way out, I'm gonna throw a high bow. Hey, why is he in the game? Y'all can send us home. It's up 29.
Wow.
Fuck that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But also, I'm not surprised Embiid's always hurt. I knew he was gonna get hurt somehow in the playoffs.
Facts.
I didn't know it was gonna be like this, but I knew he was gonna get hurt.
Facts.
Devion?
Like fucking Embiid, bro. We knew it was gonna happen. We just didn't know when.
I'm pissed it happened.
Yeah,
know what's
but
gonna
that
happen?
was corny,
Heater
bro.
gonna win, and they're gonna say, "Oh well, it's because Embiid got hurt." I wanted to face them
Facts.
fully healthy.
So,
Nah, fuck
nah,
that.
it's the
There's
seven
like
game.
there's a
He's already
rivalry
hurt,
between
technically.
Philly and Miami.
Yeah.
There is a rivalry there
Yeah,
because all the
That's
Sixers
what-
fans they all started puffing their chest out when Jimmy
Facts.
chose Miami over Philly, and they were all getting their little takes off. Oh, enjoy being 8 seed. Enjoy, you're good, you're nice weather. Miami, Jimmy's never going to be a contender. First year he went to the finals. Last year was ugly in the
emotional.
playoffs, and then this year 1 seed again.
It's
So-
the 76ers.
No, I get it.
Hey,
But
who they
the
talking
worst
to,
thing,
boy?
the worst. You already know that's how I felt.
I know, boy. Like it's
But the worst thing about this whole injury, though, is Doc Rivers then doubling down later. He's like, well, they had their guys in. Yeah, bro. Like, they're down 29, and if they lose, they're going to be bounced. Of course they got their fucking starters in. Like, what are you talking about?
Playing with pride.
yeah, that was. He too good of a coach to be doing dumb shit like that. That's something you expect somebody else. You know what I'm saying? One of these lesser coaches do. He doing that. Like I'm out there resting all the James Harden fat ass Embiid,
Especially with
all
Embiid's
that.
already got a torn ligament in his thumb, so it's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
what
he
I'm
wasn't
saying.
already dealing with something. So it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
So I'm saying he's
Yeah, I
already
can
hurt.
put it.
He's an idiot.
Hey, so I can put that boy in a body bag. So, all right. Yeah, ooh, boy. That's cool. Hey, if I'm the Heat fan, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm the Heat fan, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me get this little easy win.
That's 2
Less
games
games.
right there.
No.
That's 2 games.
Nothing's easy. You never
Easier.
never think
You're
it's
right. Easier.
We're trying to be
Everything's
humble.
easy.
Look at easier. I'm gonna talk
Whatever.
shit. You don't got to.
Whatever.
I ain't gonna be humble. I don't get no fuck.
Bro, all
Easy.
right. Let's get to
They
the
winning 5
prediction.
games.
D-Lo. How many? Okay, Joe, start us off. How many? 5? Heat and 5? Sounds good.
I'm taking Heat and 5. It ain't happening. James Harden is not finna win.
Yeah, I
They
got
really did.
I got Heat in 5 or sweep.
Facts.
Okay.
I was
Hey,
Like
hey,
Tyrese and Tobias like really have to kill. Like they would really have to drop 30 every game.
No, I mean this is
That's not
terrible if you're a
happening.
Sixers fan because they're the only mismatch that they could potentially would have had was Embiid. Bam is I love Bam, and I think Bam should have won Defensive Player of the
Too
Year,
small.
but he's 6'9". He's 6'9" versus a 7'2" Embiid. Like
Way
it's,
too small.
if Embiid plays the way he's supposed to play and just dominates the paint, I mean that will require a lot of help and then recovery. But hey, I told y'all last episode, the Lowry injury might end up being a fucking blessing because it might bring Depot back into the rotation. And Depot came back and got the game 5 with Atlanta. And they're like, fuck it, Jimmy, you want a game off, bro? We'll let Depot go close this one out for us.
Hey, Mr. Steph.
Hey, he looked good. The offense was
Yeah.
flowing,
pretty good.
and that raises the ceiling for my Miami Heat. So I'm with you guys. I got Heat in 5. You know,
Yeah.
Heat in 5.
But
Versus
hey,
everybody. It don't
so
matter.
check this. When they win 4 or 5 and James Harden do terrible, I don't wanna like for real, bro. He gonna be trash.
All right. So the
And
first thing we're gonna do if that
it's
happens,
done.
we're having Germ.
They
Germ's
still
coming
gonna
right
pay
back
him.
on the podcast.
I'm on his
And we-
ass. I'm sorry, boy. I'm on his ass
I
because
think Miami got too many defenders that can guard Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you saw
a wrap.
the Hawks. The Hawks were a perfect warm up for a James Harden led team. Trae Young and
Mhm.
James Harden play very similar, and
Mhm.
Trae Young was in hell all series.
Awful.
He had more turnovers than made baskets for the entire series. Every single game. His best game, he made 10 shots in game 3, and he had 10 turnovers.
that
James
last
Harden-
game,
James Harden about to be ugly.
that last game was rough.
I think Harden will do better. He'll do better than Trey though, because he got size.
Yeah.
Trey, he's a
Yeah.
little baby.
No,
Little
yeah,
baby out there.
James Harden will do
Tobias
better.
Harris
They've
gonna
also got
kill.
more people. They also got more people to
What?
help him out.
Yeah, Tobias Harris gonna be the number one option. He gonna kill. It's just James Harden gonna be fluke.
First of all, Tobias Harris
Yeah,
is
I'm-
not going to kill the Heat.
I'm saying he gonna be better than. I'm saying he gonna be better than him. Look, now you don't want to be him.
Stop
He
it.
gonna be better than Harden.
No. I'm saying,
Nah,
I'm
he
saying
gonna
you
play
never,
his game.
you're
he
never
gonna
going
do
to
his
say
shit.
a playoff series is going to be easy, but you know,
Tobias
they're
Harris
always gonna struggle until
go
Jordan
do
beats
his
them.
shit, bro. Like he don't got no choice. Like I got more faith in him performing every night than James Harden in the playoffs. That's how I feel. Because
I
James
think
Harden
it's
ain't really
interesting
did
'cause
shit.
it sounds like Doc
Yeah.
Rivers is going to go small,
For real.
and I feel like that like majorly plays into the Heat's hands. What do y'all
Damn, go
think?
cook.
Because if like they stay with that shit where they put
Uh,
like Tobias at the 4, I feel like that
Damn,
makes it
go cook.
really easy for Miami to match up against them. PJ,
Yeah, because Miami already plays
Tobias,
small ball.
like Vincent on Maxey, you'll get Jimmy or I mean, yeah, I guess Jimmy would probably take Harden to start. Like, I don't know. That's me. And then Bam will switch everything. Like they'll just switch everything. And
Damn,
not
go
have an
cook
issue.
this series.
I hate y'all with y'all two-way players. Y'all two-way,
Man.
10-day contract players who made the roster out of a certain can hoop. What the fuck?
You know,
Dude, he out there
gotta
fighting
invest
his
in your G League, man. You gotta invest in the G League.
Oh man,
Hey,
only
listen.
Miami though.
And he just exposed that y'all waste money
Only
paying
Miami.
Duncan Robinson. Y'all waste bread paying him for real. Dude average the same as him off the bench with less minutes. Damn near shoot better than him.
Hey
True.
man, hey. D-Law,
I-
appreciate you
I put
saying
it- I
that,
put
bro.
it
'Cause
like
I was
this.
on his
I put it
ass
like
about that.
Yeah,
Duncan,
bro.
It
I
was not a
told you,
waste of
Duncan.
contract.
I told you, yes, it is.
He
Pay
defend
him
better
that
than
fucking
him.
money.
No, he
Damn near
does.
shoot better than
He
him.
definitely does not defend. Strus had his moments last series. I'd never seen Strus defend like that the whole year. He's a terrible defender. I don't know what
I
happened.
said he defend better than Duncan. Bro, Duncan Robinson got killed by everybody.
I'm not saying Duncan's a good defender, but Strus is worse. I promise you, Strus is worse. I watch
Duncan
every
Robinson.
game.
argue
This year.
that.
Strus is
I won't
terrible.
argue that. You
But-
watch him more than me because I ain't even know who he was.
The thing is, Strus gets hot. He's hot. But to me, like if you're just gonna tell me I got one shot and it needs to go in, I want Duncan taking it.
Bro, doesn't he be like going games with like
That's
0
cool.
points and shit?
Well,
Yeah.
since they've moved him to the bench, he has. I mean, he had like the longest active streak in the NBA of making a 3 or 2 threes or something in a game. And so,
Just
Like,
say yes. Just say yes, Will. Everywhere
no, I mean, Strus
Yes.
is making him expendable.
Stop talking about the Miami Heat. Why are we doing all this?
Nah,
Miami
you-
talk? I didn't know we in Miami.
Joe.
This is my
You-
fan page. What's going on?
Yeah.
Joe,
It
when you
is.
talk about NBA basketball, you talk about the good teams. All right, your little dumpster fire fucking Lakers don't need to be
Come on,
talked
bro.
about.
Relax.
Alright.
We just getting ready for next year.
Come on, that was unnecessary. Unnecessary.
You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for next year.
My bad, bro. My bad. All right. Let's move to the series that's going on right now. This is probably the most intriguing series of the playoffs. In round 2, we got Boston. We got Milwaukee.
Man.
This is tough. This one's tough. D'Lo,
Fuck Boston.
Celtics. Fuck, I like it. I like
Fuck
where your head's at.
Boston.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Nah, but
Welcome.
I think it goes 7. I think it goes 7. whoever wins, they win in the 7.
Oh, you
Because
know,
I don't know. Like
we're not gonna let you off
I
that
don't think
easy.
Middleton getting hurt as big as a
What?
hurter like everybody's trying to make it out. Because it's still gonna be the same. Everybody be wide while Greek fucking drive and kick. Because Milwaukee still got size. They still bigger than Boston. And
Yeah.
they big and shoot the 3. Like Lopez can shoot the 3. So it ain't really of a hurt of him on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's why I said the 7. And I think Butch still a good coach. He going against a rookie coach. Just because we got out coached by a rookie coach don't mean he bought to.
No.
So we'll see.
Coach Bud's up there on my shit list of head coaches, but he made it a little better last year. But no, you gotta give me a pick. Who's winning?
I want to see Boston.
You got Boston in 7?
I want to see what they like on that stage healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like the squad that like made it to the East Conference Finals without Kyrie while he was hurt. The core.
Also, the
You know
one
what
that
I'm
made it to the Eastern Conference Finals in the bubble. You know, it could be a little rematch. Could be a rematch.
Oh, with y'all too? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Could be a rematch. Joe, who you got?
I'm at the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're too big. Jason Tatum not gonna average 30. Like he's gonna have to face some defense and some big size. They're not gonna be able to get that switch. He gonna get his points. He gonna get his buckets, but it ain't gonna be as easy as a Brooklyn. Like they got size. They too big for that. You're not gonna rebound the Milwaukee Bucks. You got like okay and hedge hard if you want to against Giannis. One, he's gonna bully you through, or gonna find somebody and they're gonna light you up. Like Grayson Allen playing what? They got some people. They got some depth where they can take shots if Giannis edge hard like he did like against Brooklyn. You're gonna get cooked. I think it's gonna go 7 though, just because the evenly match. If Chris Middleton, I'd probably take the Bucks instead. I'm gonna have to take the Bucks in 7 because they don't really have too much offense. Chris Middleton.
Devion?
Shit. It's kind of hard. This is gonna be the hardest one to predict, but Middleton not there. I think it's gonna go 7 games. Williams back for Boston. He gonna make up some of the rebounds. I don't think Tatum gonna average 30 for sure. He might be like 20, 22. Then they're gonna have to rely on like Marcus Smart to go get 15. He not doing that. I'm sorry, bro. He not coming down the lane doing that left hand, looking at it, shit like Shaq. This like they too big for that because Lopez right now. Lopez don't gonna score no points. He can get 10 rebounds and he can just start fouling if he. You know what I'm saying? Like they long as fuck and they big. So
What do you think about
I want to
Jaylen
see
Brown?
Boston. Jaylen Brown, I think he go. I just like the way he play. I think he consistent. To me, I really think he the most consistent Boston player in my opinion. I think he go average 20, 22. He go do his shit, but it's fucking Giannis though, bro. Like Giannis struggling right now and they still winning. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't got a huge margin. I think the Bucks go win in 7. I want to see Boston win, but I think the Bucks without Middleton still go win. Giannis too good. Like you can do the defense like you try to do with Brooklyn, but it's hard as fuck to keep him out the lane. And if you try to keep him out the lane, put back, score, put back, score, put back, score.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the
it's
determining factor is going to be Giannis staying out of foul trouble. I think that's what's
it.
going to determine the series. Because, like you said, if they really try and collapse, like, you know, the Bucks have seen that now. Like, they kind of got that figured out.
Bruh,
You know,
all
like
shooters.
Toronto and Miami did it a couple, you know, like 2 years straight, and it really bothered them. You see what happened last year. Miami tried it, got our ass swept right the fuck out the playoffs. You know, what I'm saying? Like, and I agree with the strategy to a point. It's like, all right, Giannis is not going to beat us, but if their shooters get hot, you're done. Like you're just not gonna come back. You know, I don't know if Bryn Ford's gonna they don't have Bryn Forbes this year, but Grayson Allen's kind of filling that role of seemingly making every fucking open three he gets.
Hey,
So
dude.
I'm gonna go Bucks in 6. I think Middleton not being there is. I think this would have been the series he's least impactful against.
Bro, thank you.
Because I think like if Middleton's out there and they try and go to that little Middleton ISOs to close out games, I don't think that's a great strategy for them against Boston. I think that's too easy. I think that's exactly what Boston thrived defensively against the Nets with, and Middleton is no fucking Kyrie or Kevin Durant. So if those two struggled, he's really going to struggle. So I think they're fine. I think they're going to pick and roll with Drew and Giannis. And I think kind of what you guys were alluding to is Drew Holiday is going to be able to go get Tatum. Oh shit, just lost Joe. But no, I think Drew can go get.
Shit, it's looking like it's working right now, boy.
What's the score? I ain't watching. What's the score?
42-34.
42-34.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I call Chris Middleton mid pack because he truthfully he mid as hell, bro. Like, cause out of a 6 or 7 game series, Chris Middleton probably had 2 good games. Like, let's be honest.
That's the thing, though. Like, that's really all they need. Like,
I know.
Giannis will get them the other 2, and then it's just those games where he can come through in the clutch. Middleton helps him out. But I don't think this is the series they need him for. I think they'll need Middleton, next series, and then definitely if they make it to the finals, they would need Middleton and full strength, need all their options.
But Middleton weak as fuck. Giannis really blessing him. Bro, Giannis 3-4-11 right now.
Middleton is in the perfect role. He's a secondary guy that just has to go get buckets.
Drew Holiday made it easy for Middleton to have weak games.
Oh, don't get me started.
Drew always be saving him.
I love Drew. Drew's
that was
my favorite
the best
non-Heat player in the whole NBA.
You said that. You said when they got there, it was a wrap. You said it. Because Giannis 3-4-11 right now, got 6-6-5, and they up by 7. And this is Giannis playing bad.
Yeah,
Like, and Tatum, that boy made 1 shot so far. So, like, that's what I'm saying is he better figure it out. If Jason Tatum can't figure it out, bro, it ain't going 7 games. I'm sorry.
That's true.
It ain't going 7.
Like Tatum had his struggles at times in the Nets series, and the Nets don't really have anybody that's KD's a great defender when he chooses to be, but I mean the Celtics, like they don't. It's kind of my frustration with the Nets. It's like they don't ever really run much to get Tatum an easy look. Like it's a lot of ISO for Tatum. I just don't understand why these coaches they have these major chess pieces and these superstars and just like rely on them to do everything. Like go get them an easy bucket.
Because the only reason why
he got Tatum buckets against us, like game 3 and 4.
Bit.
Tatum was getting the ball on the block.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get blinded by how absolutely god awful Steve Nash is. I just think it was definitely better than the Nets, but I think still too often the Celtics rely on Tatum going one-on-one. But nonetheless, Bucks in 6.
Fair.
Fuck Boston.
Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6. Fuck Boston. But you guys know how we lose this, or we end this show. We choose love or violence. D-Lo, the way we do this, you choose one person you either want to give love to or you want to hate on. Doesn't matter to me. We probably choose hate more than we should. That's just our personalities. So I'll let the hate king himself start it off. Devion.
Hey, bro.
How you feeling, bro?
Shit, I'm in a good mood today, bro. I ain't gonna hate nobody. I'm gonna love the Memphis beating the weak ass Minnesota, and Cat stupid ass daddy lost that bet and had to wear his jersey because Cat's so fucking weak, boy. He's so soft and so weak. I'm glad they got his ass up out of there, and I hope they learn not to defend, like to depend on that. He's just big and soft, like just a pussy. But shout out to Ja Morant for doing it. Getting that, hit his daddy being a G about it, making his ass do it on national TV. I love seeing that. I ain't trying to be humble with my wins, bro, at all. So I like that shit.
Joe.
He gonna hate.
I'm a man. I'm gonna have to give it to I'm gonna show love to Chris Paul, man. 14 for 14, 33 points with 8 assists. That people ever seen. They don't put enough respect on Chris Paul. And hey man, that's the point guard. That's a true point guard right there. Put some respect on his low. The team better. So I'm gonna show love to Chris.
Didn't we just get into an argument last finals about Kyle Lowry and fucking Chris Paul? And now you want to talk about he just always makes
they both Hall of Famers.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Joe, stop, bro. You be doing so good, bro. I be saying this bullshit. Kyle Lowry is not a fucking Hall of Famer, bro.
He's gone.
Bro, he ain't no Hall of Famer. I'm sorry, bro.
He said,
yes, he is.
That boy's.
Yes, he is.
Oh man, he the weakest. He the weakest, like quote unquote, like all-star. I promise you, he is. Like,
all right, first of all,
this boy getting a
not
free
gonna talk
fucking.
about Heat life or Kyle Lowry like that. Chill out.
Y'all about to save his career. Watch. Y'all really gonna solidify all this bullshit Joe said. Like for real.
Joe says, huh?
It's bullshit. That boy,
let them go to the finals again. Let them go to the finals again. It's all right.
They are, because it's the Heat. The Heat go get it. He is weak as fuck.
First of all, he's not weak. He's not weak. Good player. Solid
Shut your
player.
ass up, boy.
Solid player.
Yeah.
All right, D-Lo, you choosing love, you choosing violence today.
I'm gonna choose love. I want to send love to Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He played good his first playoff run against the number 1 seed. You know, his boy Zion leaving him hanging like a dookie usually do. But, you know, shout out to B.I. That was a good playoff series. He played better than CJ.
Yeah, real shit.
DJ disappointment in the playoffs every time now. It's too many times with him. But all right, I'll keep us on brand. I'll choose hate. I'll choose violence. And I'm saving it all for Boston. Fuck Boston. They've been feeling a little too good about themselves lately. Love Tatum. Shout out Chaminade, but
yeah, I fuck with Tatum. So
love Tatum, but I'm so like all these players on Boston are just getting a little too overhyped for me. They played a fantastic series. Don't get me wrong. They're playing really good team basketball, but I can't take this Marcus Smart getting compared to fucking Gary Payton. I can't do this. I cannot do this. This man was getting cooked all fucking series by Kyrie. Like Kyrie shot like something like 50% when guarded by Marcus Smart. Like I can't do this. Like why do we have to do this every time someone on Boston does something a little nice? Then we gotta turn into this thing that's just way bigger than it really is. So no, fuck Boston. I'm not gonna say fuck Marcus Smart, but it's not his fault he's getting overrated. It's the market he plays in, and fuck their fans too. You know, Kyrie had it right. All right, fellas. Good show. Good show.
Sure. Hey man, shout out to D-Lo too, because you know a lot of them when they like for real, because the Boston fans, and you know I'm a bitter ass Lakers fan. You know sometimes niggas don't really want to be real. You can't be G and stuff like that's why I can't wait for the Sixers to lose and get Jeremy back on here. I can't wait. I'm gonna eat his ass up because I can't wait, boy. I'm trying to tell you, but shout out being real, man.
All right, D-Lo.
You know, at least my boy won before, so I could, you know, I can sit at the table.
You seen Kyrie get a ring before?
Huh?
You seen him get a ring before?
Yeah, you know, I seen him perform at that level. You know,
still waiting on Harden to do it. But all right, fellas, 3 to possible. Signing off.